testimony to the region and the province, Comrade Ndu, the convener of the region, coordinator, all of you comrades as volunteers, our branches. Nina, you are the most important people for ANC. The ANC ngeke iwine ama-elections without Nina. So asina amagama amaninzi kakhulu besize sizothi amandla ngawethu. Long live the ANC, long live. Angaphela amandla and asoze aphele. Ngeke aphela amandla until sibona ukuthi wonke umhlaba abantu baseMzantsi Afrika bana electricity, abantwana bayazokuhamba bayofunda, ukudla kukhona. Every house here kufanele ibe negarden enkulu kakhulu, because siyabona ukuthi abantu bangatsha phela. Kufanele senze abantu bethu bacabange, badecide manje ukuthi izinto zizojika, basebenze kanzima so that i-ANC ikhule. So mayikhule i-ANC Moses Mabhida, mayikhule ANC kule branch, mayikhule ANC KZN, mayikhule ANC wonke ama-provinces.
In 1988, the community of TrustFeed was divided by a power struggle. Upper TrustFeed became known as UDF territory, and Lower TrustFeed belonged to Inkatha.
Then a meeting was planned here in town, at Marawa House in Edendale, where Major Eugene Terraplanche, he was the head of the route unit at Orepi, is now dead, and Captain Brian Mitchell, the station commander, the then station commander of Nyanova, Jerome Kabela and Johan Ngumalo, local Inkatha representatives, and Neti Majosi, a youth Inkatha representative, and a very well-known Natal Midlands Inkatha leader is now a legislative member, David Ndombe. So in that meeting, a plan was hatched, okay, to go and finally drive UDF out. But I must stress that they felt that my shop, my house, my family home were the nucleus or were the base of the UDF. So that is where they planned to hit. If they hit us flat out, then their mission would be complete. So special constables were brought by members of the route unit to TrustFeed, and they were deployed in strategic, points. And then on the 2nd of December, 1988, a police roundup was organized by the station commander, the route unit, and various police from various police stations around Nyanova. They said the purpose of that exercise was in line, with what was going on, looking for arms and all that, okay? But later on we learned that that was not the purpose of the exercise, because only Upper TrustFeed was raided by the police. All, the young men, the young fighting men, were taken to the sports field. And then after the parade was over, they were formed into two groups. The Inkatha was let go, and then the comrades were shambocked by the police, shambocked and then arrested. Of course, they went into detention because a state of images had been detained. And then late that night, on the 2nd of December, when they were sure that the young fighting men were detained, and then the attack was launched. Because they couldn't find anyone at my house, they couldn't find anyone at my home, and eventually at the shop, they bent down. It was bent down. About 50 meters away from the shop, there was a house in which there was a night vigil. Someone had died there of natural causes. All the other houses were dark. Only this house was alight. Then there was a light coming through. Then the police went there, they knocked, they announced themselves as police, and then they started shooting.
11 people died in the TrustFeed Massacre. Captain Brian Mitchell is serving a 30-year sentence for this crime. 4 special policemen who were also convicted have since received indemnity.
Later on, when the case was tried at the Supreme Court, Captain Mitchell said it was a mistake. Now, I want to state here categorically, it was never a mistake, because the murder was planned with the logistics and everything. Special constables brought there, put in strategic areas, and they knew exactly which houses to attack. So when he says it's a mistake, I totally disagree with that. It was not a mistake. The only mistake I think he was referring to, it was that he did not shoot and kill people whom he had intended. It's my family. But innocent other people became the victims of the circumstances. But I don't believe it was a mistake.
Today, nobody even seems to remember where the victims have been buried. Many residents fled the village. Most of them will never return. But some, like Fastus Mbongwe, still want to go back and rebuild the houses on their land.
It was very difficult to get into TrustFeed after 1988. Well, from detention, I came to live in Pietermaritzburg as a displacee. Other people could go, I couldn't go. All right, I couldn't go because Kabela and Ngumalo did not want me there. They believed that if I came back, then the UDF will thrive once again. But now I go there, it's now peaceful. I go there, and I am going to be going back. La simkhona semesikhumbuzweni la kwabulawa khona abantu ngo-1988, what commonly became known as the TrustFeed Massacre, where former station commander Brian Mitchell killed abantu la. It's a sad sight la simkhona. It's a long and sad history, but we are talking to the African National Congress. In particular, we are very pleased to we have here Comrade SG Ace Magashule, no Comrade Umshwathi no Bala we Provincial. We have related the history born. We have told them our wishes to that we want to make this place a living monument, so that it can form part of tourism, as part of a tourism attraction. Yeah, Umshwathi Masipala.
Unity, unity, unity.
defend the government.
The team acknowledge the presence of members of the National Executive Committee. Ngibona uComrade Bekikala is here with us today. Siyamkela Comrade Beki, even if ngamkela lapha. Then sinawo omunye member in National Executive Committee, former President of COSATU, Ngibulisa i-regional leadership, uComrade Chairperson ye-region, uComrade Gumede, ne-Secretary ye-region, uComrade Beki, and all the leaders who are here. Ngibulisa wonke amakabani, especially branches of the ANC and its leadership. Ngibulisa nonke abantu bakhona namhlanje lana comrades. The alliance leadership from the province, from the region, from the branches. We are left with 44 days, comrades. 44 days before elections May 8. Kufanele sisebenze kanzima. Sijwayele kusebenza kanzima. KZN is an important province. There are two provinces which constitute more than 45% of voters in South Africa. KZN and Gauteng are very important provinces, and that's why even in Parliament, the majority of comrades come from KZN and Gauteng. It's because of the population, comrades. Abantu abaningi bahlala khona la eKZN.
How are the campaigns going so far for the ANC?
The campaign in KZN is wonderful and across the country. The ANC, you can see in each and every corner of the country. And we're in Bergville, we're in the Samba region, we're in TrustFeed, Moses Mabhida. We are here now in Ethekwini. The ANC on the ground is united. The people are happy about the ANC. We just have to work extra time because some people still don't have a sewer network. Some people still don't have water. But the dam is next to where the people are. We are going to have to fix all those things after May 8. And we have committed ourselves and picked up a lot of students who will be leaving for Turkey on Wednesday. We have picked them up as we are actually doing door to door because they have passed, they have degrees, they are staying home. And the best thing to do for them is to make sure that we pick them up, we give them some hope. Young people, Wednesday, a group of